Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you from the OWHA Provincials, where your Clarington Flames in the first game will be taking on the Etobicoke Dolphins. Both teams getting their warm-up. So a little bit of a different time format, too, for Provincials. So usually we have 3 15-minute periods with a flood intermission at after the second period, but today's games will be 3 12-minute periods going straight through, so it should only take just over an hour to get through the game today. And this afternoon, we have game 2 at 6:30 tonight. Clarington Flames will be taking on the St. Catharines Brock Junior Badgers. Just looking at the lineup, looks like Kinley Tours getting the start and goal today for your Clarington Flames. A little quieter in the arena today. There's no music being played by the OW tournament staff this weekend, unfortunately. So thank you to everybody who's tuned in so far. We are at this arena, it looks like, for all 3 games. And unfortunately, this arena, the Wi-Fi does not work. So we are connected through the mobile network to bring you the broadcast today. So I apologize for any interruptions or glitching that we're going to have. And we are also very close to the ice today, so we won't have our different angles. Both teams lining up for the opening faceoff. And Provincials are now underway, folks. Your Clarington Flames have started their Provincials weekend. Etobicoke shoots that puck down length of the ice, and that will be our first icing. And Clarington's going to get the opportunity to have an offensive zone faceoff here. Play comes out front of the net and comes back to the point. There's a shot by Lee. And still a loose puck, scramble in front. And that puck comes just out to the side. Great opportunity for your Clarington Flames right off the opening faceoff. There's a shot on net. Tour steers her first shot to the side. Puck battle down in the corner. Hanthorn, she's going to play that up the middle. That's stopped at the blue line. Etobicoke's going to dump it back down into the corner. They played across in front. Etobicoke with a great job lifting the stick. Puck out front again. Tour has to make a quick save. Rowan now plays across ice for DeYoung. No icing on the play, so Clarington now getting another chance down the offensive zone. There's going to be a delayed tripping penalty against Etobicoke with 10:02 to go. So face-off going to come all the way down to the other end. And the Clarington Flames getting a chance here in the power play. Etobicoke dumps that puck down the length of the ice. Etobicoke back for it. She circles, plays it off the boards. Etobicoke's going to carry it up. She dumps it down into the zone. That puck's touched, so there's no icing on the play. Clarington with a good forecheck. They get to that puck first. They play the puck out front, and Etobicoke's going to shoot it down the length of the ice. Puck battle in the corner. Strand tries to get that puck out of the zone. She falls down. So now Coulter going to play that puck down the far side. Etobicoke again just dumps that puck down the length of the ice, trying to kill off this penalty. 46 seconds to go in the power play. Woods, she's going to bring that puck up. Mahoney goes far side, looks for Luxton. Luxton got a little bit of room. She's going to dangle through, and she loses that puck as she's going through. Etobicoke tries to bring it up the near side. Lee keeps that puck in the zone. That's going to do it for the power play. And Etobicoke plays it down the length of the ice. No icing as the Etobicoke player coming out of the penalty box gets there first. And so Clarington just moves that puck out of the zone. And that'll be blown down on the offside. Face off just outside the Clarington zone. Etobicoke brings that puck down into the zone. 3-on-1. Tour makes the save. She's going to hang on and force the face-off. Face-off controlled by Etobicoke. They play that puck down around the corner, down around behind the net. Puck battle. Clarington's going to win that puck battle. They're going to put it down the length of the ice. DeYoung. That's picked off by Clarington. But Etobicoke with some good pressure, able to keep that puck. Now it's battle along the near side. Beetham, she plays it across for Busado, misses the pass. And now Etobicoke is going to take over again. Coming back the other way. Etobicoke steps up. She'll fire that back down into the Etobicoke zone. Puck pops out the sideboards. And the Etobicoke goalie's forced to make a quick save. Etobicoke now plays it out to center. Coulter plays it off her foot, puts it ahead. Gets it ahead to Strand. Strand falls down again. Beetham's going to pick it up. She's going to bring it into the zone. And Etobicoke plays that down the length of the ice. Luxton just gets a stick on it, so no icing. Luxton stops up behind the net. She's going to dangle out. No icing on that play as it went through 3 different players to get down the length of the ice. Etobicoke brings it up the near side, plays it across the far side. Wood's going to force it, and it goes back behind the net. Played up the far side. Clarington now in a board battle. And Tour's going to hang on once again. Clarington going to start moving that puck out of the zone. Preston plays it across for Luxton. Luxton's got a bit of room. And the goalie comes out, makes a little poke check, and puts that puck just over the net. And that shot goes off the post. Battle down low. Penalty coming here. And it's going to be Preston going to the penalty box. 2 minutes for interference in that corner battle. Shot from the point. That's blocked and goes up in the air. Hanthorn trying to play it off the near boards. Gets a little bit of open room, and that puck's going to come out. And Rowan, she's busting down the far side. She's got a bit of room. Plays it across in front for DeYoung. DeYoung gets a shot on net, and the goaltender's going to hang on. A good shorthanded rush there by the Clarington Flames to put some pressure on this Etobicoke team. Face-off won by Etobicoke. They're going to bring it out the near side. DeYoung gets a stick on that play and able to break it up. Now Etobicoke gains the zone. Tour makes a great glove save, and she's going to hang on once again. Face-off control by Etobicoke. They're working it around the far side. Block shot by Coulter. That puck's going to get out of the zone. Ridding was going hard after that puck and almost able to chip it away, but Etobicoke's going to bring it in on the offside, so the face-off will be just outside the Clarington zone. Etobicoke dumps that puck down the length of the ice. Etobicoke working that puck around the outside. Etobicoke pinches him off. She's going to take control of the puck. She's going to fire that down the length of the ice. Clarington makes a change and still gets some good forechecking pressure there by Beetham. She goes over and cuts that play off, forcing Etobicoke back into their zone. And that puck just hops over her stick. Etobicoke now brings it back into the Clarington zone. Drop pass, shot, that's steered aside. And doesn't quite get out of the zone. Now it gets out of the zone. Beetham gets it at center. She plays it ahead for Busato. Busato gains the zone. There's a shot high in the air. Battleford on the near side. Busato gets a foot on it and able to break up that play, but now Etobicoke gets it out of the zone. Etobicoke brings it into the Clarington zone. Wood's going to dump it out of the zone. Preston, she's got a bit of room. The goalie's going to come out and play that puck. Back to the point for Hanthorn. She gets the shot off. It goes wide of the net. Luxon at the side of the net. There's Luxton with a shot. That's steered aside by the goaltender. Puck now down in the corner. Etobicoke's going to dig it out. They're going to try to play it to the line. Lee's able to keep it in. And now Etobicoke chips it out. Delayed offside for Etobicoke, so Clarington gets a chance to regroup. And Etobicoke now dumps that puck down into the zone. Etobicoke at the side of the net, and Tour's going to hang on. Both teams at even strength. Coulter with it behind the net. She circles back, makes the play up to the wing, and that puck's just chipped out. Ridding's going to give chase. Plays the blue line. Etobicoke circles back, plays it over for Beetham. Beetham's got some room up the middle, and she gets that puck stripped off her stick. Coulter keeps it in at the blue line. Etobicoke chips it up, bring it into the zone. Etobicoke tracking that player. Etobicoke with a great play. And Etobicoke going to jump out to the early 1-0 lead. That puck just gets over the shoulder of Tour, as there was 3 Etobicoke players down low. Preston plays it off the near side, gives it right to Etobicoke. They're going to bring it in. Mahoney takes it around the far side, plays it up the boards for Luxton. Luxton chips it off the boards. And that'll do it for the first period. Okay, folks, so getting ready for the second period. 1-0 for Etobicoke over the Clarington Flames. Clarington definitely had more scoring opportunities in that first period than Etobicoke did. Just a little bit of a breakdown on that play where too many Clarington players were up high looking to start on the breakout. And we're underway for the second period. Etobicoke wins face-off. They're going to bring it back. Etobicoke gets it in the Clarington zone. Clarington puts it back out into the neutral zone. So starting that little bit of game of ping pong again in the neutral zone. Etobicoke brings it in. Play down low. That play's broken up by Wood. She gets the puck off into the corner. Battle for it along the far boards. Two Clarington, two Etobicoke players trying to move that puck out. And that's going to get blown down. Face-off will stay inside the zone. That's a new rule this year. Anytime the puck goes out of play or frozen along the boards, it will always now stay in the offensive zone, regardless of who froze the puck. Battle for it on the far side. Hanthorn blocks it up along the board. She's trying to move it forward. She gets her feet taken out. There's a good physical battle along the boards. No call. Referee's going to let some of the physical play go. Ethan gets it ahead for Basato. Basato chips it ahead. Basato brings it out of the corner. And Etobicoke gathers it up. They're going to bring it out. Etobicoke gains the line. Wood misses with the stick check. Etobicoke brings it out, and Tour's going to grab that with the glove and hang on. Makes a nice glove play. Almost bobbled it. The puck popped up in the air, but she was able to gather it up. $10:15 to go in the second period. Still a 1-0 game. Clarington looking to get some offense going now. They don't look as... haven't put on as much pressure this period so far. Luxton's going to bring it into the zone. She's going to dangle through and loses the puck onto the goaltender, who hangs on. Etobicoke again going to bring that puck. They're going cross ice. Etobicoke breaks up that play. She's going to bring it into the zone herself. That puck gets to the blue line now. Etobicoke gets it out. Patfield plays it back for Coulter. Coulter looking far side for Preston. She just misses it. And now Etobicoke puts that shot in. Goes high and over the net. Etobicoke flips that puck out into the neutral zone. Coulter hanging back as Etobicoke making a change, so lots of players up at the blue line. Etobicoke looks far side for Luxton. Just out of her reach. Coulter breaks up that play as they came into the zone. Etobicoke on the far boards, plays it across in front, nobody there. Preston just chips it out into the neutral zone. Back to the point. There's a shot from the point. Doesn't quite get there. A little bit better offensive pressure now by the Clarington Flames. Ridding coming out of the corner. She's hooked twice coming out of the corner, but still manages to get the shot off. And the Etobicoke goalie's going to hang on. So face off, one back to the point. Wood takes a shot. That goes just wide. Etobicoke now going to gather it up on the far side. They bring it out to the neutral zone. Wood's going to bring it up. It's lost in her feet. Etobicoke, they get the shot on net. And that's going to go in as Bree Wood lost that puck in her feet and Etobicoke capitalized. So 8:18 to go in the second period. It is now a 2-1 hockey game for Etobicoke. Play along the near side. Etobicoke gets it into the zone, but that play is broken up by Lee. Lee gets it over to Beetham. Beetham plays it to the far side, doesn't get out. Hanthorn on the far side. Plays it around the boards. Lee gathers it up, plays on the near side. Clarington gains the zone. Etobicoke going to bring it back out to the neutral zone. Lee's just going to take it herself, chip that down the length of the ice. Sorry, folks. Just realized we're really close to the ice here, and it's a lot of camera movement, just the angle that we're at. So the net was knocked off. Net was knocked off by Etobicoke, so that will bring the face-off outside. Etobicoke brings it across the high slot. They get it down low. Tudor makes a pad save, kicks it off into the corner. Etobicoke now behind the net. Preston on the far side, able to get that out to the neutral zone. Patfield plays it ahead for Luxton. Luxton's going to bring it into the zone. She loses the handle on it, and she's going to slap it down into the corner. Preston now plays that back down into the corner. Coulter ties up her player along the near boards, trying to keep that puck in. Etobicoke just keeps chipping it forward. Coulter circles back. She gets it ahead for Luxton. Luxton's going to bring it into the zone. She tries to split the D again, but they read that play and they cut her off. Coulter back with it. She plays it over. Etobicoke brings it up the near side, gets it. Coulter breaks up the play. She gets it ahead to Preston. Preston plays it ahead to Ridding. Ridding's going to bring that puck into the zone, plays it behind the net. Clarington making a change on D, so they didn't have the option to play that back to the defense. Wood with it along the near side. Etobicoke's going to jam that puck down into their zone. I think that's Mahoney back for it. She goes to make a pass up the middle, and that was picked off by Etobicoke. Puck comes on the near side. Race for it. Etobicoke gets to it first, so they're going to shoot that in on net. That goes wide. Puck around the far side. Etobicoke puts it in the high slot, and that play's broken up. Puck comes on the near side. Ridding's got it. She's got a little bit of room. She gets the shot off, and the Etobicoke goalie's going to hang on A great little burst of speed by Ridding to open up some free space. She was getting little bits of tugs, but referee didn't. She was able to get the shot off, so the referee's not going to blow that one down. So 5:11 to go, the third period. Some offensive opportunities here coming now for your Clarington Flames. See if they can't get a quick one back and make this a one-goal game. Patfield comes back for it. She circles back on the near side. Keeps playing it up the near side. Gets it ahead to Basato. Basato gains the zone. Circles back for Patfield. Patfield's going to chip that down into the corner. And Etobicoke's going to take over and play that up the middle. Hanthorn misses on the check. But good regroup. She gets it back in the neutral zone and plays that puck ahead. Etobicoke with a shot on net. Tour makes a glove save. She drops it and able to gather that rebound back up. Face off in the Clarington zone. Luxton's going to bring that up the near side. She's checked off the puck. And Etobicoke plays it out in the neutral zone. Okapek jumps ahead, breaks up that play. But Etobicoke just brings it back in on Clarington again. Down low in the corner. Puck played out front. Okapek did a good job of having her player tied up. That bouncing puck's going to come out to the neutral zone. And, Rowan plays it ahead for Luxton. Luxton's got 3 players to get through. She dangles, takes the shot. That goes just wide. Etobicoke plays it up the near side. Didn't have anybody with them. Mahoney almost had an opening there to go through the middle. Ridding now, she's going to bring that in on the far side. Ridding with the shot. And that just hits the Etobicoke goalie in the shoulder. Comes back to the line for Wood. There's a chip in front by Ridding. So again, some good offensive pressure here for the Clarington Flames. And they're going to go on the power play as the Etobicoke Dolphins called on the hooking down in the corner. So 2:26 to go in the third period. And the Clarington Flames are going to have the benefit of a power play for the majority of the remainder of the second period. Face off won by Clarington, back to the point. Puck trickles down in on net. The goaltender bobbles it. Beetham's going to take it around behind the net. And that's turned over to Etobicoke. So it comes out to the neutral zone. Wood plays it off the near boards. Patfield doing a aggressive slide to get back in onside. Wood's going to bring that puck in on herself. She takes it around, circles behind the net, plays it back. Nobody there. So that puck's going to come all the way down. Mahoney, she gives a good effort and gets to that puck first, plays it up the far side. That bounces off the stick of Preston, so she's going to cycle back. Preston again with it. Now she plays it ahead for Patfield. Patfield's going to bring it into the zone. She drops it for Luxton. Luxton drops it for Preston. And there's a shot on net. And the goalie's going to hang on. Clarington wins it back to the point to Lee. Rowan tips that in front and actually tips it just wide. So puck comes around the boards. Lee's got it the near side. She tries to play it down low for Luxton, but that's broken up by Etobicoke. And now Etobicoke's just going to dump it down the length of the ice. Just over 50 seconds to go in the period. Etobicoke, the long shot in on net. Clarington now the chance to chip it off the boards. And they can't get that out. Luxton now, she's going to circle back. Regroup a little bit in the middle. Preston turns that back over to Etobicoke, and that'll do it for the power play. Both teams now back at even strength. Just over 20 seconds to go in the period. Etobicoke, they get a couple opportunities down low. Two are making some good pad saves. And that'll do it for the second period. So again, we don't have an intermission for the second period. So teams will be lining right back up and going again. So we'll get things ready here for the third period. And again, all periods in this tournament are 12-minute periods. So still 2-0 for Etobicoke. They got a goal in the first period, goal in the second period. Clarington Flames with some good opportunities, just unable to capitalize. The Etobicoke goalie standing tall. So they are going to give them a little bit oh, no, they're not. Thought they were going to give them a couple extra minutes to regroup in between periods, but referee's blowing the whistle and want them to get them lined up. Both teams lined up. And the third period's underway. Face-off control by Etobicoke. They're going to bring it in the zone, chips it around OWHA. Coulter races back for it. She plays it all the way around the boards. Basato misses it. And that gets to the defense and not out. Coulter back with it. She plays it up for Basato. Basato can't handle the pass. Coulter plays it up for Basato again. Sorry, OWHA plays it up for Basato. Can't handle the pass, and Etobicoke's going to bring that puck back again. Coulter behind the net, plays it back for Beetham. Puck comes out front. And Clarington able to break up that play and get it out. Coulter back with it. She's got some time and space. And that'll be called on the offside. Face off down in the Etobicoke zone. Face off won by Clarington. Etobicoke player laying it down on the puck, so the referee's not going to blow it down. Not going to give them the advantage of a face-off, so Clarington able to dig that puck out. They turn it back over to Etobicoke, though, so Wood's going to play it up the near boards. Wood just got some time and space, plays it off the feet of DeYoung, and that goes out to the neutral zone. Ridding breaks up that cross ice pass, comes back to Hanthorn. Hanthorn's going to move it up the near side. She gets checked off the puck. And we're going to have a tripping penalty on the play against Etobicoke. So Etobicoke playing a little bit more of a physical game, but it is working for them as they're up 2-0 on the score clock. Patfield trying to keep that puck in play. Hanthorn, she's going to circle back with it. She's going to bring it in herself. Luxton dangling. She gets checked off the puck. Puck played off the near side by Etobicoke. Patfield back with it. Lee goes back into the zone. She's going to circle around behind the net. She plays it up the near side. Bounces over the stick of Luxton and out to the neutral zone. Clarington looking to make a change, but they can't get the puck deep enough to be able to get these players off the ice. Lee, she's going to carry it up herself and chips it off the boards. Gets to the center line. Luxton plays it off the shin pad. Now Coulter with a bit of room. She gets it ahead to Beetham. Beetham on the near boards. Loses it. Comes back to Coulter. Coulter goes cross ice for Etobicoke. Etobicoke chips it off the far boards. Etobicoke just elects to pin it there on the boards, but they need the offense, so they got to dig that puck out. Luxton's going to dig it out. She's going to start bringing it up the near side. Her cross ice pass for Ridding is broken up. Etobicoke with a nice active stick breaks up the play. Battle down low. Clarington's going to bring it out. Ridding's going to get to the center. She's going to gain the zone and just loses the handle on it as she gets to the net. Puck played around the near boards. Beetham plays it back, and player wasn't there. So Coulter goes all the way back behind the net. Clarington's going to ice that puck down the length of the ice as they try to they're trying to get some players changed up, so they elect to just dump it down the length of the ice. Mahoney plays it up the near boards for Strand. Strand gets knocked off the puck, but she's able to chip it ahead for Busato. Busato's going to bring it into the zone. She circles back, plays it across for Rowan. Puck down low. Etobicoke, they're going to start their breakout. They get out to the neutral zone. They're looking cross ice, play it to Mahoney. Mahoney puts it over to Wood. Wood circles back behind the net. She's looking for the winger on the near side. Strand not moving her feet, doesn't go down and get that puck. She's got to move her feet. She's got to get down there and get that puck. So Wood's going to just carry it out herself. Clarington forwards caught flat-footed, standing on the boards, waiting for that puck to come to them. And that's going to be blown down on the offside. DeYoung came streaking in from the bench with a head of steam, and that puck just came outside the zone. Face-off won by Clarington. Back to Lee. Lee's going to just chip it into the zone. Etobicoke cycles back behind their own net. Play broken up by Ridding. She gets it to DeYoung. DeYoung just loses the handle on that shot. Sorry, folks. I got to watch the screen that's to the right of me as the play's on the left. So just notice the camera drifted just a little bit. There's going to be a delayed penalty against Clarington. As the referee got taken out on that play as well. So Lee's going to go to the box for 2 minutes for body contact. She was trying to edge that player out along the near boards. So face off down in the Clarington zone. Etobicoke gets it back to the point. Long shot in on net. That's blocked. Cycle behind the net. Good box formation by these Clarington Flames on this play. Keeping that puck on the outside. They go to play that puck across. OWHA had her player all tied up. So Etobicoke forced to retreat back into their own zone. They get it to the neutral zone. Going to bring it in. There's a shot in on net, and Tour's going to hang on. So good penalty kill by this Clarington foursome. They are going to make a change. Etobicoke going to bring it in. And Busato's going to chip that puck out of the zone. Busato with a good head of steam trying to go after that puck. Etobicoke brings it into the zone. That shot, and they're going to score. So that'll do it for the power play, but it will make it a 3-0 hockey game for the Etobicoke Dolphins. So just over 4 minutes to go in the game. 3-0 for the Etobicoke Dolphins. Etobicoke dumps that down into the Clarington zone. Hanthorn circles back. She plays it up the near side for Preston. Unable to get it out. Hanthorn now, she'll play it out. Get it to the blue line. And that'll be called on the offside. 3:36 to go in the third period. Time running out for the Clarington Flames. They need to get some offense generated. OWHA plays it up for Luxton. Luxton ahead to Patfield. Patfield trying to chip that just into the Etobicoke zone, but the last D was able to break up that play. Now Etobicoke brings it in. Cross ice pass. That play's broken up. Luxton's going to bring it into the zone. She slips through. She gets a shot on net. That's steered aside by the Etobicoke goalie. Now Etobicoke with a fast break coming back the other way. And Tour's going to hang on. It's knocked ahead by Ridding. Rowan's going to back her up. She's going to dump that down into the zone. Puck comes around the far side. Etobicoke playing it up the boards. Wood pinches, but they played it up through the middle. So Ridding was back covering. She plays that across for Rowan. Rowan plays it ahead for DeYoung. DeYoung able to escape the first check, but runs right into a wall of three Etobicoke players. Etobicoke brings it up the near side. Cross ice pass, that's broken up by Wood. Wood plays that shot in on net. Battle along the near boards. Etobicoke's going to come out with it. She's got a head of steam. She moves inside, outside on Wood and gets the shot on net. Number 27 for Etobicoke's got some good foot speed. And she went outside, inside on Bree Wood, who got caught looking at the puck. Coulter plays it up the far boards. That gets out to the neutral zone. Coulter with it again. She looking cross ice. Beetham, she gets hooked there in the neutral zone, so it is going to be a delayed penalty against Etobicoke. And Clarington's going to go on the power play for the last minute 16. They are going to pull the goaltender as well. Puck, one back to the point. Coulter steps into one. And the nice low hard shot. The Etobicoke goalie hangs on. See if they can't do that again off this faceoff. Faceoff comes back to the point. Etobicoke dumps that puck out. Okapek plays it up the near side for Preston. Preston misses that puck. Coulter with it. She looks far. Okapek kicks it with her feet and puts that puck right in their own net with the goalie pulled. So that'll make it a 4-0 hockey game. Beetham dumps that down into the Etobicoke zone. Goaltender just pushes it off into the corner. Keep the clock going. 15 seconds to go in the game. Delayed offside. Clarington checks up. 9 seconds to go in the game. And that gets just through the feet of Bree Wood and comes out into the neutral zone. And that'll do it. So the first game for your provincial tournament It's a 4-1 win by the Etobicoke Dolphins. Format of this tournament, folks, there's 4 teams in this division, and you've basically got to win them all to keep going. You got to run the wire, because only the top team in each division is going to move on. So Clarington already in a 1-0 deficit to start this tournament. Well, that'll do it, folks. We will see you back at 6:30 tonight as your Clarington Flames are going to take on the St. Catharines Brock Junior Badgers, one of the top 15 teams in the province this year. So that'll be a tough game. So tune back in at 6:30. There is another link that's been posted, and we'll see you then, folks. Thanks for tuning in.